What's going on, YouTube world? It is your boy P-Way here with another episode of Inside P-Town, your one-stop shop for everything Carolina Panthers, and this is presented by Proven Grounds. Happy Wednesday to all the Panther Nation out there. On this video today, I'm excited. I'm going to be doing a mock draft 2.0 on how I see the Panthers executing the draft if it was tomorrow. Now that we have all the free agency moves, we rebuilt that defensive line a little bit. Now that we've had all the top 30 visits, we know some of the prospects that the Panthers are looking at. And also we know that we went and brought in free agents, Julian Blackmon and Marcus Williams, to see if we could strengthen that safety group. So now that I got all that information, let's go ahead and get to the mock draft. And I'm going to kind of put together how I envision us executing the draft. So let's go. All right, so see, I have the PFF mock draft simulator up and running. First thing I'm going to do is make sure I have 7 rounds here. Draft for needs, randomness, all the settings looks right. And I'm going ahead and select the Panthers, and let's get started. All right, the draft has started, and we had Cam Ward, Shador Sanders, Travis Hunter, Will Campbell, Mason Graham, Abdul Carter, and Armand Mimble are all off the board here. Now, we can go ahead and get our receiver 1 and McMillan, or get another great prospect in Tyler Warren. But you see we have this 57th round second pick. I think we want a better second round pick. So let's see if we can trade back. Let's see a team like Miami. Give us 13 and 48, and we'll give you guys 8. Let's see if that works for them. Also, let's throw in there. Give me a round 6 in 2025 as well. They didn't like that. Let's take off the round 6 and let's see what happens. And they accepted the trade. Okay, so we're moving back to 13. We're giving up 8, and we also received the 48th pick in the second round. All right, now we're on the clock at 13. Now we're on the clock, and this is where I have us once again looking. Is there another option to trade back? You have the Falcons here. Cincinnati. Do you want 13 for 17 and 49? They're probably not going to do with that. So we're going to go ahead and draft the player here. And the 2 players that I look in that first round, we got to get our edge group together. And we also need a receiver 1, right? Or somebody who can add to that room. But I believe that our priority is defense. We have to be stubborn on that. We need our defense to play much, much better. So I'm going to go here and get Jalen Walker with our first pick at 13. All right, so Jalen Walker is off the board here. And now we are at our second round with the 48th pick. So the way I'm thinking here, right, we still need a corner. We can probably add another edge rusher and a receiver 1. Those are the priorities now. A corner, the receiver 1, or another edge rusher. I think here with this talent, getting Trey Amos here, it just makes sense. Add him to our cornerback room with Mike Jackson and J.C. Horn. So I'm going to get Trey Amos here. We're going to go ahead and get that corner to help us out, especially in that nickel position. All right, so we got Jalen Walker, we got Trey Amos, and now we're back here at 57. At 57 here, we want to look at 2 things, right? We want to start looking at corner again. Excuse me, not corner. We want to look at receiver 1 and edge rusher. Or this may be a time people don't like this. It's not sexy. Looking at an offensive lineman. Why would we look at an offensive lineman here at 3? I'm here at round in the second round and at pick 57. You got to think that with the contract we have with Tyler Moton, he's getting up there in age. We may be looking to replace him in the future. Of course, we have Brady Christensen, who has so much value, can really fill in at any position just in case of injuries. You always want to continue to build that O-line. You have to continue to invest in it. So right here, I'm going to go with the tackle. Ursery from Minnesota here with our second round pick at 57. All right, so now we're at 74. So right here, I want to add either a tight end or a receiver. It's time to go to the offensive side of the ball and make sure we take care of BY. And we have Trey Harris here. We have Jalen Noel and Jalen Royals. Look at his receiving grade, 89, 95 versus man coverage. He had 1,030 yards. I like Trey Harris here. That would be a great option, but I think I'm more in love, man, with Jalen Royals. I just love what he did down at Utah State. If you have a chance, go look at Agent 89 video. Steve Smith, he breaks down his film. Just explosive. A guy that can catch the ball and get some yards after catch. That's something that we do not have on this roster. He's somebody that as soon as he gets the ball, he becomes dangerous. So we're gonna go Jalen Royals here at 74. All right, so now we're here at 111. So some positions that we need to start thinking about, right? That tight end room. We need to go ahead and get a tight end. We got to think about that safety room as well. All right, sooner or later, we're going to need a safety, especially if we don't pick up somebody in free agency, right? So right here at 111, I'm going to go ahead and go with Gunnar Helm here, the tight end out of Texas. I'm gonna go ahead and get a tight end. We know we want three tight ends on the roster. We already have Jatavion Sanders and Tommy Tremble. We're going to add Gunnar Helm to our tight end room as well. And now we're back here at 114. A lot of talent here. I'm always scanning the best available, seeing what's out there. Let me go view this safety room and see who else is still out here as well. Okay, we got Billy Bowman here. I think we can wait on the safety room. I think Billy Bowman's still going to be there at 140. So let's go back and let's see the best available. I think right here we're probably going to go edge rush again. I think the best pick here will go ahead and get between Kamen Rucker and Aladejo. I know we had a great visit with Aladejo as well. I don't believe we have Rucker on our radar. So I'm going to go with Aladejo here from UCLA. And now we're here at pick 140 and 146. So the two positions here I'm looking at is running back. We're going to need another running back with the fact that Brooks will most likely miss all of next year. And safety. We still got Billy Bowman here, Upton Stout. So I think it's best here to go Brashard Smith, the do it all back, man. He's a great receiving back. We got Dowd and Hubbard that's going to take the bulk of the carries, but Brashard Smith has that special factor. You can line him out wide at wide out. He actually used to be a wide receiver as well. I'm a great talent at SMU, and he can return kicks and punts. You know, we let go of Blackshear, who was our returner last year. So Brashard Smith can come and compete and fill that role on special teams. So we're going to add Brashard Smith here. Now we're back here at 146. We have to go safety here. We have to go safety here. And with what's left, we're going to go with Billy Bauman Jr. His coverage grade is a 76, and that's what he's going to be asked to do. We got Trayvon Morig, who's going to be playing a little bit closer to the line in that strong safety role, and that's where he excels. So getting someone who has a decent coverage grade like Billy Bowman Jr. makes so much sense here at round 5, 146. And we're getting down to the nitty gritty, our last two picks. We got another pick in round 5. So let's go back and do a little recap so far. Jalen Walker's off the board, Trey Amos, Ursery, a tackle, Jalen Royals, a receiver, Helm, the tight end, Aladejo, the edge rusher, Brashard Smith, a running back, and a safety. So I think here we probably want to look at doubling up at corner, probably getting another corner to come in and compete, either going to the practice squad or is good enough to make this roster. And we have Odell Fortune here. Very, very good coverage grade. A C. Let's see. 3 interceptions last year. Good in man-to-man coverage and a good zone grade. Let me see his work in the slot, though. So doesn't have a lot of experience in the slot. As you see, I'm down here in this left corner. Slots in 2015, only 15 snaps. But he's played a lot out on the outside corner. So let's pause on him and let's look at Denzel Burke and see his work. Denzel Burke is pretty much the same. So we're going to go ahead and go with O'Donnell Fortune here from South Carolina. And we are now with the last pick in the draft. And I think here we're just going to double up and get another receiver and Samuel Brown. This is someone that we've bought in on the top 30 visit that the Panthers have some interest with. So we'll go ahead and get Samuel Brown here with the last pick of the draft. And ladies and gentlemen, that is my mock draft. And as you can see, we did some good work here. We got Jalen Walker, all right, with our first pick, trading back at 13. And then we was able to secure a 48th pick from the Miami Dolphins, and we got Trey Amos. And then we got a tackle in the Ursery. You have to build the offensive line. I know it's not sexy, but you have to do it. And the best offensive linemen usually come in that round 4 and up. Once you get it back to the 5s and all that stuff, some of those guys most of the time do not play out and really develop. So we're going to go with Ursery here. You see Jalen Royals. We get a dynamic receiver that can add another weapon. And please, please do me a favor. Go check out his tape, and you would see why I pick him. Very explosive. He's a guy that after the catch can get very dangerous. Gunnar Helm, another tight end to strengthen that room. And then we get Aladejo, an edge rusher here in round 4 to add some more size to that defense. Bashard Smith here, a pass catching back, very elusive, can do a lot of things on special teams as well. Billy Bowman Jr., we saw he had that decent coverage grade, so he should work out fine as he develops in that free safety role, and he'll have to battle it out with Damani Richardson. O'Donnell Fortune as well, getting another corner just to come in and work out, at least make the practice squad, and possibly can come fill in the future. And then Samuel Brown, another receiver that's been tied to the Carolina Panthers. And PFF has this grade up here saying, look, a D- for Jalen Walker. But, PFF is just a computer. They don't really know football like I know football. So that is that. That is my mock draft 2.0, ladies and gentlemen. And let me know what you guys think. Who are you have your eye on at first? What do you guys think of the idea of trading back and ensuring we strengthen that second round pick as well? I'm just excited, man. I cannot wait for the draft, and I have my ears and my eyes all open. I'm looking at all the news, and I will be here to report anything else that comes down the Panthers' way and the Panthers' alley. So, to all my supporters, please go ahead and comment, like, and subscribe. And like I always say, no matter what you do, make sure you do it with love. Till next time, peace.